Let's talk about the Italian Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni. For some time now, I've been trying to warn people about Meloni because, generally speaking, she's solid. She's a strong and stable leader. But in recent times, we discovered that she's a bit of a sellout as well. And we have to be slightly more practical when it comes to supporting these sort of leaders. She's now completely surrendering to the globalist agenda of mass migration, and she thinks she's going to get away with it. So, what is Meloni actually doing in Italy? With all the problems that the Italians are facing, not just in terms of inflation, not just in terms of the farming industry going down, and not just because of national security. We got a massive problem with mass migration anyway in that region, because everybody comes from the Middle East and North Africa. And Meloni stood on a big platform to tackle migration and obviously the illegal migration. Remember, in March, 18th of March this year, she warned that Italy faces a summer of invasion of migrants and refugees. She said, yeah, we have to sort it out. But she's not saying the same thing anymore. It's kind of changed. Just like a lot of other things that she said when she was running during the election campaign. So the issue is now about the people smugglers. So she's using the arguments, it's sort of like Keir Starmer. She's turning into a Keir Starmer sort of figure, saying, I want to tackle the people smugglers, but we need more migrants. So Meloni proposed working more closely with countries of origin, so that's being mostly North Africa, to manage migrant flows and fight criminal traffickers. However, she said that she was open to creating more legal routes into her country as, and we quote, Europe and Italy need migration. They need more migration instead of helping people who are already in Italy. Now, let's just find a short-term plaster to help with economic growth and GDP short-term, even though it's going to have medium and long-term consequences on the same economy that you're trying to protect by bringing in more foreign workers. She says, I'm just going to tackle the people smugglers to keep my base happy, but I'm going to open the doors. Migrants are welcome to Italy. Earlier this month, Italy pledged to issue 425,000 new work visas for non-EU nationals from 2023 to 2025, increasing the number of permits available each year to a high of 165,000 in 2025. In 2019, Italy issued just 30,850 visas. That was before Meloni. They were more conservative back then. Critics on the right have accused Meloni, the leader of the ruling Brothers of Italy party, of abandoning her principles after taking power. Now, more than 83,000 migrants have landed in Italy this year, compared with about 35,000 in the same period in 2022. She actually said that the West too often has given the impression of being more interested in giving lessons rather than lending a hand. It is probably this difference that has made it difficult to make progress on solutions. It's interesting, the difference in words and action when it comes to establishment politicians, isn't it? So, financial details were not released, but the European Union has held out the promise of nearly 1 billion euros to help restart Tunisia's hobbled economy and 100 million euros for border control, as well as search and rescue missions at sea, right? So we get that issue, the EU using European money to send to Tunisia. Now, we got von der Leyen, who actually told the conference that we want our agreement with Tunisia to be a template, a blueprint for the future, for partnerships with other countries in the region. So you had a time until 19th century, early 20th century, where when Western empires were going around, including the British Empire, the whole point of it was not necessarily just expansion, but it was to go rebuild countries, tell other countries what to do and how to live their lives, so we could actually benefit from it. We could trade with them. And we build railways and everything else. And then they said, the political left and all the progressive liberals said, that's such a bad thing to do. So naughty. What is happening now? The globalist movement are backed by corporations. It's basically we live in a corporatist world now. Now they're doing the exact same thing. And the same liberal progressives are absolutely fine with it. You're going out there either bribing dictatorships and messed up governments, or sending out money in the name of investment. You're getting them to sign contracts to do what you want to do. You got corporations going and building things and taking the money and you say the age of imperialism is over. I mean, pot kettle, stupid, absolute idiotic. So nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know about Meloni. Again, recently I've been talking about her a lot, especially her mistakes and or her sellouts, essentially, and making a lot of U-turns on her own principles. But she's still relatively a solid leader, but at the same time, not fully. Let me know what you think. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.